Hi guys, how are you? If you're watching on the replay, I am literally just putting everything together here. All right. Hi everyone. How's everybody doing? I'll let everybody get on here. Oh, I don't even know why I'm dealing with this. There we go. Let's look at the chat. Okay. All right. Oh, there's the other side of me. How you guys doing? Good to see you. Hey, Annette, how are you? Hey, Laura. Coming at you with no makeup on, because that's the life I lead now. Hey, Laura. Hey, Jenny. Hey, Susan. Hi, Diane. Hey, Allison. Kelly. Michelle. How's everybody doing? Thank you so much for jumping on. I know this is impromptu, but I wanted to jump on and kind of give you a little brief, a little update on kind of what's been going on and what to expect from me. And I just found literally like 20 minutes where I can jump on and chat with you guys. Yes. How's everybody doing today? Everybody doing okay? I've missed you guys too. Thank you, Tamara. I appreciate it. Yes. I finally, by the way, figured out how to get the camera this way. Hey, Kathy, how are you? I'm just gonna wait for just a few more people to come on if they want to. Makeup free today too. That's right, Laura. Yes. All right. Well, I hope you guys all have been well. Hey, Ryan, how are you? I hope you guys have all been super well, and I thought I would just come on. I know I have been gone for quite some time, and I really appreciate your patience. I really, really appreciate it. You guys have been with me through so much in my life and my family's life that, you know, it's just such an amazing community that we have all built together. So like I said, I would like to jump on and kind of tell you where I've been, tell you what's been happening, and kind of tell you what to expect from the channel going forward. So yeah, that is kind of where we are at today. I just want to make sure I'm getting the live chat. There we go. All right. Thank you so much, you guys. So good to see you all. Scotty, thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. All right. So the last that you guys saw me was at the end of January, beginning of February. And so where I've been is dealing with some pretty serious family stuff. If you follow me on the community tabs page of my channel or Instagram, that's where you're best going to find your information. So if you guys have no idea what's going on, I urge you to make sure you're on the community tabs of my channel. So at the very top where it says like videos, playlist, it says community. That is where I update you guys, almost like Twitter. Or if you guys follow me on Instagram, that's where I've been updating you guys and being a little more active because I can commit to that a little bit more than making full-fledged videos. So you guys saw me in the end of January, and obviously now it is April. Again, thank you so much for continuing to support me and being here with me. I really, really appreciate it. It means more than you will ever know. At the beginning of February, my daughter, basically she started a new swim class, and it was on a Tuesday. And it was a new level for her. And she came home, and that night she basically told us that her neck was kind of hurting. And we were like, okay, well, you're okay. I mean, they did a lot of stuff like on the side. And so yes, we thought it was. So obviously went to bed that night and got up the next day. We didn't send her to school because she was really, really in pain. She said she didn't. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Dee. She didn't really want to go to school because she was in a lot of pain. And we just were like, God, wow, it must be a pinched nerve or something like that. And then kind of throughout the day, it kind of was like that. And then subsequently over the next 7 days, she got worse and worse and worse. We were in and out of the emergency room 3 times in 7 days. She had every test done to her under the sun. The first appointment, they thought she just had a pinched nerve and a cold. And then we had to bring her back. And then that one, I mean, she's had CAT scans, she's had MRIs, ultrasounds, umpteenth blood draws at this point. And then now her pain is just really, really radiating throughout her whole body for some reason, and she's having fevers. So we're like, gosh, does she have the flu? Like, we're not quite sure. So I brought her home after the second time from the ER, and so she was sleeping with me. She was home for that next day. She's just slept a lot. She just was not healthy. Super, super concerning. And then she felt really good on a Monday. And on a Monday, I actually sent her to school. And because she wanted to go to school, she felt much better. Her neck was still kind of hurting her a little bit, but I had a chiropractic appointment for her in a couple of days, or like the next day or something like that. So anyway, so that day, her nurse called me and said, hey, she has a really low grade fever. It was like 100. We're gonna send her home. I was like, perfect, no problem. So went and got her. And then she slept with me that night and was going downhill quickly. She basically was like moaning in her sleep in pain. I mean, it was to the point where she was getting Advil and Tylenol rotating every 4 hours. It was not helping. It was crazy. I mean, I've never experienced that ever in my life with as much stuff that we have already gone through with her, as you all know. I've never experienced that. So then at 3 o'clock in the morning, I told my husband, hey, I'm taking her into the emergency room. And so I did that. I thought we would be back the next day. I mean, I didn't think we would be anything else. So I get her there. The ER doctor, we got a really good one, and he was very, very concerned. He basically was like, no, she's staying here. We've got to mitigate this pain. I mean, they gave her morphine and oxy, and that was actually the only time that she felt like better and was kind of more herself. So long story short, we got her now transferred to the big hospital. Again, she is going through just crazy, crazy tests, lots of blood draws. They have no idea what's going on. They finally do an MRI or a CAT scan, I can't remember which one, but of her full body. So they just did one from here up because they wanted to make sure it wasn't, what's the thing in the, meningitis. They wanted to make sure it wasn't meningitis because she had all the symptoms of meningitis. So they had done, a spinal tap and then this CAT scan or MRI, I can't remember exactly which one it was. And then they found that she had inflammation in every single bone of her body. So that's why she was in so much pain. So then we spent a night in the PICU. I mean, it was bananas. So then we finally did a bone marrow pull. And it took them 2 days to give us the results. And we finally found out the day after Valentine's Day, I think, or was it Valentine's Day? I forget. They all blend together, that she actually has ALL leukemia. So she has cancer. It was crazy. It was one of those experiences where you're just like, wait, what? Like, what? I can laugh at it now. I can have a smile now because it's been a minute. I will interject some positive news. So she is in remission, thank God. And I will tell you a little bit about the treatment as it goes on, just so you can understand where my headspace is. But so we spent the next 4 days in the hospital. So we were in the hospital for a total of 8 days, I believe. But the 4 days you have to start chemo. So once they find out that you have cancer, they give you chemo, or to children with this cancer, that they give you chemo right away. My youngest son had leukemia and has been in remission for, I love that. Thank you, Jenny. Love to hear those stories. Appreciate that. So anyway, she basically had her first several rounds of chemo, sent her home, and we've been home mitigating chemo since then. So, and it's a lot. It's like they do it in like sessions. So like the first 28 days, the second 28 days, the third 6 weeks, it's like crazy amount of all sorts of stuff. I mean, she had to have a port put in, we shaved her head, all of those things. So she's been handling it really, really well. The nurses and the doctors are just so impressed with her. I'm just beyond proud and impressed with her. But we had to go for the first 28 days twice a week, and it was like pretty aggressive treatment. Now we're going once a week, but the treatment, they're lumbar punctures, so it takes her down for a couple of days. So she's kind of in and out of school. It's a lot. So that is where I have been. It has nothing to do with her epilepsy. Basically, thank God, her epilepsy is pretty much null and void. We think, her neurologist thinks she's growing out of it. So yay for that. Yay for remission. You know what the funny thing is though, is that, so the nurses were like, hey, so, she's going to lose her hair on this day, da, 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 da. It's better to shave it preemptively because it really is like, kind of makes the children a little distraught, because if they're, pulling like, clumps of hair out, or if they're, it itches really bad. So we just shaved her head. She does not care at all. And I even asked her, I was like, do you want mama to shave her head? Because I will shave her. Daddy. She was like, no, why would you shave your head? She's like the best. And so, but she never lost her hair yet. Now I'm going to say yet, because we still have a lot more chemo to go. Jenny, your son is 6 months chemo. Okay, amazing. Well, I hope everything is turning out so well. Keep positive. Yeah, so she never lost her hair, but we shaved it. So it's like coming back like a darker and wiry. It's so hilarious. So anyway, she's just embracing it. Thank you, Gwen. She's just embracing it like a little champ. We all don't have amazing days. We do have amazing days, but not every day is amazing. But I just believe that for some reason, all of this is happening. And I hope to God, I always say this, I will figure out that reason at some point. But if anything, it's to share her messages, to share what it looks like to go through her version of, leukemia, because everybody's story is different. And, this leukemia has a 90 to 95% success rate. And so that is fantastic. It is a really long treatment. So ALL is treated over 3 years. So the first 7 months, 7 months is pretty aggressive. It's pretty intense. And then after that, it's a lot more manageable. And the only reason why, yes, Tamara, they really are. And the only reason why is because she is in remission already. So there's many different paths that a child can take wherever they are after that first month of treatment. So she's already in remission. And we also have her seeing, thank you, Sherry. We also have her seeing a functional medicine doctor to support her with her vitamins, nutrition, that kind of a thing. Thank you, Melinda. And so for me, I just, as long as she's feeling well, we keep it pretty normal. I mean, she goes to school as much as she can. She plays with friends as much as she can. We just have to watch a few numbers just to make sure she's safe to hang out with some people on certain days and all of that stuff. I mean, I've learned more about cancer than I've ever wanted to know in this past several months. But that is where I have been. Yeah, so we'll be in this place. Thank you so much, Kelly. I appreciate that. She is. Thank you, Sharon. Yes, she is so strong. Yeah, so I don't know what the next several months looks like. That's why I wanted to jump on here and let you know that for me personally, I'm going to try my best. Thank you, Tamara. I appreciate you. I'm going to try my best to be on here because I love it and it's a good escape. My only problem is that I might find a quick half an hour to do these lives, but hey, Michelle. I don't know if I'll find the time to edit the videos and post them and respond to comments and all of that stuff. So I ask for your patience. I probably will be doing quite a bit more lives after this. And it'll be a lot of my same content. It'll just be more in a live format. And of course, I'll keep it up for replay, of course. I'm hoping that. Like, I have so many products that I got right before she got sick. I mean, I have new, like, shadow sticks. I have new foundations. I have new concealers. I have a lot of new stuff that I haven't had a chance to share with you guys, that I do want to share. And I have a whole bunch of fun things to talk about, you know, topics and educational things that I really want to share with you guys. I'm also starting some courses, but again, it's just all on, it's really on her time. I want to be able, and I'm so grateful that I have you guys and I have my other business, that I can be there for her when she needs me to be there. My husband doesn't have as much flexibility, although he has an amazing company, but I have a little more flexibility, and I'm so eternally grateful. But I don't want to be disconnected from you guys for so long. But I do ask for a little bit of grace and time during this period. I know a lot of people have been messaging me and you know, kind of being a little unkind with me. So I hope that this clears it up. And I know that, you know, I know that people rely on me and I rely on you guys. But I just wanted to let you guys know what was going on, and to have you guys just give me a little bit of grace and a little bit of time, that I might be a little inconsistent for a while, probably till fall. I've had to put a lot of stuff on hold. I actually had, do you guys remember the activewear collection that I put out like a year and a half ago with the black cape and all of that stuff? I was supposed to launch a whole new collection. It was so beautiful. So I don't know if that's going to happen again. But yeah, so I saw somebody ask a comment. No, this was not related to the mold. We were able to clear the mold from her body. And so that, you know, that was gone and taken care of. But thank you, Sherry. I really appreciate it. I just, yeah, you know, so I guess what'll help is, you know, just keep sharing my videos, you know, if you feel called to, the super chats. Yeah, it's, you know, watch the lives. I know it's not as concise and not as short as you would like, or a quick little video. But yeah, so I hope that this format works out okay for you guys for the next several weeks to months. Again, I want to see you guys. I just don't know if I can commit to the editing of the videos and all of that stuff. So I hope that you guys understand, which thank you guys so much for the sweet messages. I really appreciate it. I just have so much I want to share with you, and you know, I kind of want to get on and just chat and hang out. Is there anything we can do to help? No, thank you, Kathy. I really appreciate it. I mean, honestly, we're so blessed and great. I'm so blessed and grateful that I have everything that we need, as long as my child's health stays intact and my husband and I, my family stays strong. We are blessed. You know, for me personally, I think just keep watching my videos, you know, keep hitting the like buttons and you know, the subscribe buttons and all of that stuff, because that does help out my family. This can be a pretty costly process, but I'm grateful that we have good medical care and good insurance, and my husband's job and my job, and you know, all of that good stuff. But no, I think just, you know, keeping us in your thoughts. And hey, Julia, your new subscriber. I'm so glad. I'm so sorry you had to come in on this time, but Julia, welcome to the Elle Squad, as they've named themselves. This is a kind and gentle place. They've actually been through this with me before. Unfortunately, God has graced us with multiple health problems that we have gotten through every single time, and we will get through this as well. So welcome, Julia, to the squad. We are so happy to have you. Yes, so thank you, Tamara. So as expected, that is my daughter's school, and so I'm gonna have to jump off and grab that. She probably will need to be picked up for headaches or something like that. So I love you guys all so, so much, and I will try my best to be back on very, very soon. Love you all.